Haley fans, Mark Farah doing it up in Daryl Sittler style today, wearing his 1970s warm-up suit. Speaking of warming up here, are we going to warm up with these new goaltenders in Toronto? Because it seems like every year we're talking about the same thing, but yet something's a little different each year towards the end of that season. You ready? Let's do this. You know, a lot of my conversations that take place have to do with goaltending. And whether we're talking about Curtis Joseph, Felix Potvin, Eddie Belfour, Mikey Palmateer, or the legendary Johnny Bower, it always comes back to that last line of defense and how and if those players are going to be good enough to take us to the promised land. And, well, over the last couple of years, year in and year out, when the Leafs make those goaltending signings, everybody's up in arms. And yet, at the end of the year, those results that we've gotten from that position have actually been pretty good, turning both guys into all-stars. Yeah, you want to blame them for not having the playoff success. Well, again, that's a team thing, and I think that he needs a little bit better support, or those guys need a little bit better support in front of them. Fast forward to this year. Here we have two guys, in Ilya Samsonov and Matt Murray, who are both in very similar positions, except they're both desperate to get their next contract. Samsonov, at 25 years old, I'm not sure ever had an opportunity to fit into what Washington wanted and what Washington needed. And I'm not convinced that being the second oldest team in the National Hockey League, that they're built with a defensive awareness that needs to protect their goaltender and give him a chance to shine. Now you look at Jack Campbell's replacement from this year, the initial one, in Matt Murray, who played in Ottawa the last couple of years, struggled with his numbers, struggled with injuries, and struggled just even wanting to be there. And let's be honest, in the last couple of years, who has wanted to be in Ottawa? I haven't even had any interest in visiting the city, let alone playing for that team. And he had incredible success early in his career, where he won 2 Stanley Cups on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Yeah, you want to say, oh, Sidney Crosby, Malkin, those guys carried it. Those are the guys that won the cup. But those teams and Toronto's teams are very similar. Very high offensive, like scoring machines, but not exactly powerful juggernauts on the blue line. And now you have him coming in looking to prove himself yet again at an age where goaltenders seem to start to stand out and start to take that maturing process where they can take that #1 position and hold it, and he's hungry for an opportunity in the biggest market in hockey. So I look at it and I say to myself, where everybody's being questioning and upset about the signings that Toronto's made, which I don't think Dubas had any other options this year in the summer unless you wanted to trade away one of your big guys, and in today's NHL I don't think you need to do that to get good goaltending. So I'm convinced here, guys, and listen, I'll say it right now, I think that legitimately one of these two guys could stand up and become another all-star and, yes, potentially take us to that next level. I'm Mark Farah on the Blue Line. Leave your comments and follow us on all socials. Have an awesome day.